Hello, my love. So, for those of you who've known me for a long time, you know that I like to bring you information and perspective that is not the normal. So, if you tapped in this video, it means that you have in the past been attracting the non-committal type, men and women who have fear of or do not ultimately commit to either you in the context of a relationship, your business. Perhaps they don't sign on to you. Perhaps you have trouble sealing the deal. And I want to enroll you in the possibility that all of this can shift by the end of this video. So keep watching, come on down the rabbit hole with me, and let's unravel this according to the perspective that is now available for you. There are 3 identifying beliefs within your subconscious mind that I guarantee, if you attract non-committal people, that you are a host of. Number 1, first belief system is that it's wrong to commit to me. You have in your subconscious belief system that it's wrong to commit to me. This is why it's been so frustrating along your path. You've said to yourself, but I know that I want to commit in this relationship. I know I want this person to sign on with me. Why aren't they committing? Because you have that it's wrong for them to commit to you. Why would you have that belief? Why would you be a host of that belief? You would be a host of that belief because there is a fear of disappointing that person, right? There's a fear of not living up to their expectations. And that leads me to belief number 2 programmed in your subconscious mind. Belief number 2 programmed in your subconscious mind, for those of you attracting non-committal people, is that you are responsible for the experience that others have of you. Not only are you responsible for the experience that others have of you, you're responsible for the experience they have of your program, of your business, of the session, of any of your offerings. You're responsible even if they don't commit to going out on a Friday night with you. You have that you're responsible for their experience, that they have a good time. I know this sounds familiar to you. And for some of you, it feels confronting, and that's because it resonates. Which leads me to belief number 3. Number 3, if you have belief number 2, which is that you're responsible for others' experience of you and what they experience of what you're offering, you have belief number 3, which is that I, meaning you, I am not responsible from my experience of others. You have that you're not responsible for your experience of others and your experience of what they're offering, your experience of your life, your experience of God, your experience of money, right? So you're projecting that onto them, and you're hosting a responsibility for them when you're not responsibility for yourself. Now, what happens when you reprogram, which I will help you to do by the end of this video, what happens when you reprogram that you are responsible for literally everything in your experience, and I mean everything. Everything. Because guess what? Being 99% responsible for your experience is like you're not responsible at all. You cannot have 1 foot in responsibility and 1 foot out. That's not how this works. If you're 99.9% responsible for your experience, then you're not responsible at all. You've got to get both feet in there. So what happens when you reprogram that you're 100% responsible for your experience of others is that you're no longer afraid of what their experience of you is. I'll say that again. When you commit to being responsible for your own experience 100%, you are no longer afraid of others being disappointed in you. Because why? Because the second you take on that 100 percentile of total responsibility for your experience, you realize that it's your responsibility to have the best and highest perspective of even their disappointment, should that be the case. of even their feeling of failure of the experience, should that be the case. Even if they feel conflicted and are confronting you about it, you're still taking on the responsibility of your own experience of them. It's fucking freeing, people. So let's get to the good part. Let's reprogram. So we're going to reprogram all three of those belief systems so you could get to getting people to commit to your business, to your programs, and to your relationships. Number 1, which was, it's wrong for people to commit to me. Number 2, which was, I'm responsible for other people's experience of me and my programs. And number 3, I'm not responsible for my own experience of others, right? So let's start by closing your eyes. Take a deep breath. Ground down. Tune into your heart space. Get out of the mind. Imagine your feet on the ground, on nature. Good. Now repeat after me with your eyes closed. I release that it is wrong for others to commit to me. Feel all of those little fears coming up and being released out the crown and sent to the light. Feel all of the fragments of those belief systems being deconstructed, released, cleansed, and sent to the light. I release that it's wrong for others to commit to me. You're feeling all of those fears of commitment coming up. I know you are. Let them go. Awesome. Number 2, repeat after me. I release that I am responsible for the experience that others have of me. I release that I am responsible for the experience that others have of my programs. I release that I'm responsible for the experience that others have of their life when it comes to what they experience together with me. Good. Number 3, this is just all releasing, and then we're going to create. I love you, hermana. Te amo. I release that I see myself as someone who is not taking responsibility for their experience of themselves and others. I release that I see myself as someone who does not want to take responsibility for my own experience. I release all of my fears around this. Good. Just let the energy shift a little bit more and imagine all of those deconstructed particles being sent and cleansed and sent to the light where they're transformed into pure potentiality. A few more seconds. Great. Now repeat after me. We're going to download belief systems that are in alignment with you attracting people that commit to you. So I want you to imagine a white liquid light coming from the center of your abdomen, right? Kind of like in your solar plexus area, just in between and below the ribs. Just imagine this white liquid light coming the center, and I want you to imagine this white liquid light spreading and filling the cells of your physical body, and then even emitting outside. Once it's filled every single nook and cranny and shadow of the inside of the body, then emitting outside and filling every single fragment of the energetic being. As you repeat these downloaded belief systems into your subconscious. With your eyes closed, repeat after me. I create the possibility that it's okay to me. No matter for how long. No matter how much money they're paying me. No matter whether they're moving across the country to be with me. It's possible that it's okay for others to commit to me. It's even okay for me to commit to myself. Good. Let's shift into belief number 2. I create the possibility. Remember that white liquid light spreading into all the cells and fragments. I create the possibility that I see myself as someone who is not responsible for others' experience. I see myself as someone who does not take responsibility for others' experience. Even if there's an energy exchange. Even if there was money paid. I do not take responsibility for others' experience. And this is how I see myself. From all perspectives, in all space and all time. And I know what that feels like. Belief number 3. You're doing a great job. Remember the white liquid light. I create the possibility that I see myself as someone who takes 100% responsibility for my own experience. And every aspect of it. Even when I feel triggered. Even when I don't like what somebody else has done. It doesn't mean I don't have boundaries. It doesn't mean I don't have hard conversations. But it does mean that I take responsibility for every single fragment and particle of my experience, no matter what. And I know what that feels like. I take responsibility for my experience of others' reflection of their experience. And what I make it mean. It's possible that I am in total charge of my experience. I invite people to commit to me, knowing that my hands are washed of how they perceive their experience. Even if there's money exchange or energy exchange. And I know what that feels like. And it feels so freeing to allow someone to have their own experience of me. Even if they feel angry, even if they feel disappointed, I'm not responsible. I'm only responsible for how I perceive and what I'm making their reflection of their experience mean. And I take 100% responsibility. And I see myself in this way from all perspectives, past, present, and future. And I know what that feels like. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back into your body when you're ready. If you're still filling the liquid light with that new belief system in your body and in your auric field, go ahead and continue to do that. But if you're ready, come back into your body. Feel the sits bones on the floor beneath you or your feet. Pick out 3 sounds that are distinct. It could be my voice, any sounds in your room, without judging them, without categorizing them, without needing them to be anything that they're not, without needing to change anything. Notice any judgments that are coming up for you, any doubts, fears, and just be a witness. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring your eyes to half mast and just start to notice your environment and start to notice things that feel different and not needing to judge how they feel. And invite the possibility that your environment now is going to be a reflection of how you've shifted. Yeah, invite the possibility that your environment has already instantaneously adapted to who you are now choosing yourself to be. And that from here on out, everything will be different to reflect that. Yeah? So beautiful. Thank you so much for being on, Johnny and Jennifer and Amanda. And I saw Trisha on earlier. I'm loving you so much. If you are interested in what this video promises, please, once it uploads, start from the very beginning because this is a powerful share. I'm loving you so much. Mwah.